What's up, guys? Just want to talk about one of the issues I've had with one of the apps that comes installed on Samsung phones, which is the memo apps. Notepad, T-Memo, S-Memo. So one of the problems I've ran into is saving the notes. Well, not saving the notes, but backing the notes up. And apparently, I'm not the only one who has that issue. A lot of people seem to have that issue. If you're like me, you like taking notes, making lists, things to do, stuff to get, and stuff like that, which I do quite often. And it'll definitely let you save it. The app will definitely let you save it, but it won't let you back it up to your SD card, which is what a lot of people want to do, just in case they want to switch phones, or just in case your phone breaks and you can't get into your phone. You want that to be saved another way, or you want an easier way to transfer it onto another phone if you change phones. But problem is, outside of sending it to somebody through one of these apps, you're not going to be able to transfer it or save it onto your SD card. I mean, you could cut and paste onto text and then save it onto your SD card, or save or do that. But or like other people have done, like I have done, try to go to the Play Store and find an app, a memo app, that would let you back the information up onto your SD card, or to back it up so that you can download the app on another phone so you can transfer it that way. But there are a couple apps, memo apps, that let you back it up. But the issue with that is you don't have that information on that app. All your notes and everything is on the S-Memo app that came with your Galaxy phone. So I've looked around, I've checked around, try to configure it different ways. I have an S5 right now, and apparently on the S5, the only way that you can transfer the note or try to save it is to email it to one of these apps, and then copy and paste it onto the app, the memo app that's on your other phone, or just to copy and paste it onto text and then save it onto your SD card, which is it might not be that big of an issue if you don't have a lot of notes. But like me, not on this phone, but on my other phone, I have about 56 notes, which is quite a lot as far as transferring it and sending yourself the notes and then copying and pasting and stuff like that. 56 notes is quite a bit, so it's time consuming. So I've checked around, did searches on Google and stuff like that. Apparently there is not a way to do this conveniently. There's no apps that allow you to do it. I've downloaded a lot of different backup apps, and none of them actually work. I mean, they'll let you back up phone logs, they'll let you back up text messages, they'll let you back up different apps, but it won't let you back up the Notepad app, or the memo, S-Memo or T-Memo app. And if you're like me, you've tried looking, try to find that app where everything is saved in storage, and problem is the app is rooted in the system. It's not going to show up in your memory. It's actually rooted in the system. So the only way that I found to conveniently save it is this app called Titanium Backup and Root. Download this app. Your phone has to be rooted first, but once you root, you can download this app, and it will let you back up the memo. If you go down the list of processes and stuff like that, memo will show up on there, and it will let you back it up, and it will let you restore it. But I found out that when I switched phones, the problem was that the S-Memo app that I had on my newer phone was a different version. So it did let me back up the app and the data, or it tried to back up the app and data, but after 10 minutes I realized that it's not going to happen, because it won't well, here's what I did. I downloaded this Titanium Backup and Root to both phones. I backed up the app and the information, all the notes on that app, did a backup using Titanium Backup and Root, transfer it onto my SD card, and then transfer it onto the phone that I wanted to install the app and all my saved notes to. But the problem that came up was that they were two different versions of the memo, S-Memo. And it tried to install the S-Memo and the data of that phone, and I was hoping that it would work, but it didn't. And it took about 10 minutes for me to realize that it's not going anywhere. It would just say it's processing, but it's not processing. So what I did was I ended up sending myself Google Mail myself 56 notes, and cutting and pasting it and putting it on the memo pad on a new phone, and then backing it up onto the Titanium Backup and Restore. Which, if it ever happens where my phone crashes to the point where I need to restore the notes and everything, I could always get the same phone and restore it that way. Because it's saved onto my SD card. All I gotta do is just download the app onto the phone, the new phone, and then put in the SD card, and then just hit restore, and it'll definitely restore it. But the only problem is, you gotta get a phone with the same version of the app that you had on your old phone, which is a bit of a pain, but at least you will have your notes. I mean, if you have a newer version of the app, or even an older version of the app, I don't think it will work. But at least you have the option of not having all 56 notes, or how many notes you have get deleted or be unrestorable because your phone got bricked, and and you won't be able to get get it turned on ever again, because it's just, the motherboard is fried or whatever, or the RAM is corrupted and is fried. So worst case scenario, you at least have the possibility of getting the same phone and then restoring it, restoring all your notes. Outside of that, I guess you could download one of these notepad apps, and I forget which one it is that lets you save it and back and back it up. But one of these notepads will allow you to back up all your notes. So I mean, that might be a better idea. But yeah, I mean, that might be. I think it's a simple notes that would actually let you back up the information or your notes. But yeah, so if you're like me, you really wish that Samsung had thought out the app a bit better, and put a backup feature on this app. For an app that seems to be really inconsequential. I mean, it comes off as like an app that you wouldn't normally use, but I use it quite a bit. In fact, this is probably like one of the apps that I've used the most out of all the apps that I've used. I mean, I take notes for a lot of things, stuff I'm going to get at the supermarket, stuff I'm going to get at Walmart, epiphanies that I have and stuff like that, But yeah, so that's right now. And this is not a first time thing, but I've transferred phones, upgraded phones twice or three times, and I've had to go through this whole entire process of finding ways to transfer the information on this app to my other phone. And it's always been a real tricky thing, and regardless how much I've Googled an answer to resolving the situation, I don't think there is, outside of what I just described as far as downloading Titanium, backup and root, and or just copying and pasting it, sending it to yourself and copying and pasting it. I don't think there's a way to actually do it where you can actually just back up and restore it on this app itself. It won't work. There's no feature on it, and you won't be able to find one. So, yeah.